Hi Mark, yes, we want you to return for a new Star Wars film, the one with Rey, you know? Why? Because you're Luke Skywalker. But you guys killed me, I'm dead. Yeah, but you can come back as a Force Ghost, you know? Everyone does that. But you have Rey, who's way better than me apparently, so why would I come back? I'm surprised you pieces of shit haven't made her gain the ability to turn into a Force Ghost while living. Wow, that's a really good idea actually. Hello? Okay, well, let's just try another option then. Hi Liam, how's everything? What do you want? Can you come back as Qui-Gon for us? Why? Because you know Qui-Gon's dead, right? Yeah, but you aren't. Yo people, welcome back. Now, Mark Hamill has decided to add himself onto the list of actors who respect Star Wars enough, respect George Lucas enough, to know when a character's story is finished, is done, and also respects the fans enough to know that them being involved will just ruin and cause more destruction to the franchise and they don't want to be involved. Everything Disney touches at the moment is just crap, or it ruins something in terms of canon, and if not, then it does both at the exact same time, and to be fair, that takes skill. Like I've said multiple times already for myself, Ahsoka is the last straw for me in terms of taking this franchise in any way serious. If they ruin that one, finished. I'll still watch, but I just won't care. Now, this is what Mark Hamill had to say recently. He was asked about the whole deep fake thing and how far it can go and everything, and he said, "It is unusual to see yourself like that. It can't be cheap. People say, oh, now you're going to be able to do a whole series of Luke post Return of the Jedi." I said, I don't think so. First of all, they don't need to tell those stories, but if they do, they could get an age-appropriate actor. So that seems like that is finished for him. And I mean, why should he return when his character that has basically been one of pop culture's biggest names since 1977 just got wrecked within a sequel run of 4 years? So they destroyed 40 years worth of greatness in just 4 years. So yeah, it just doesn't make sense. It just shows how crap the sequels were to him and how they treated Luke Skywalker, that they managed to destroy such longevity of a character in such a short amount of time. And with that, he becomes the third person in 2023 to openly say that they will not be returning to their role. The most recent person before him was Freddie Prinze Jr., who also said,
did do stuff with Bad Batch in the beginning, that first season.
I was asked to, yeah. I didn't necessarily want to. I feel like every time you hear Kanan's voice since Rebels ended, it really kind of dilutes his impact on the
episode 9 included.
Yeah, I didn't want to do that either.
Yeah.
I was asked as a favor, and I feel like all their favors are used up now.
Fair. So no Ahsoka.
No Ahsoka. I'm done with Kanan.
He obviously came back for the Bad Batch, but as we see, he said he's done with that. And Kanan had a good send-off in the Rebels animated show, and it ended perfectly when he had to sacrifice the crew and everything. So him coming back just wouldn't make sense if his character's story is finished. And lastly, we had Liam Neeson, who was the first person to say that they weren't going to come back. The last thing he did was voice lines for Tales of the Jedi, and he also returned as a Force Ghost in the Kenobi show, which managed to break George Lucas's canon. But his character had a pretty simple storyline, a pretty good one. I think his character is very underrated, very slept on by the Star Wars community. But yeah, he has a good story, a good journey. He is the catalyst of what is Anakin's story. So I think a lot more respect needs to be done, but he doesn't want to come back. As we saw, this is what he had to say.
There's so many spin-offs of Star Wars. It's diluting it to me, and it's taken away the mystery and the magic in a weird way, you know. It was nice to do the little bit with Ewan after 25 years, 24 years, you know. We did a TV version, and I appeared in the last episode. I had 3 lines to say. 2 lines.
2 lines.
And that was cool. I loved it, man.
Yeah.
That's it, yeah.
So what do you think? Are these actors right in doing so? I personally agree with them that whatever they want should happen. It's their character, their wishes. It is what it is. So yeah, let me know down below what you think. Shout out to everyone that made it this far. I appreciate the support. I'll catch you in the next one and have a great rest of your day.